We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you guys to smash that like button. And here we are with Bbby, Bed Bath & Beyond Inc. continuing to fight to bring itself higher and continue this upward trend. Now, it wasn't the only stock fighting to go higher. The overall market did as well. And our SPY bot, since 9:16 a.m., right before the bell, few minutes before that, it sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, call options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord, getting connected to our 42 vision indicator, the SPY bot, QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities. And I'm an advocate that investors should have clarity and an edge over the charts, especially retail investors, no matter what it may be. It doesn't have to be 42 vision, but this is my opinion alone and perspective, not financial advice. Volatility is here to stay, and to be able to maximize within it, it makes all the difference when you have clarity and an edge within the volatility. And if you find value in what we share here, you're more than welcome to join us and join a community of members using these resources to maximize in either direction. The link is down below, once again in the description. So here we are with Bbby, Bed Bath & Beyond Inc. And as we can see here in the chart, the strength has continued leading up till today, but right now it's at a tight consolidation here, and we need to talk about key levels based off 42 vision and our inflow versus outflow. But before we break it all down, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And as you see popping up here on the screen, these are some of the home runs I managed to find last week alone. While it's not guaranteed to be this way every single time, we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the two stocks I mentioned this morning, and both of them gave jumps of 3 to 5%. 5 to 10% plus, but one of them turned out to be a home run, and that was RGLS. We caught this one in the pre-market pulling downwards, got a bear indicator, sitting sideways towards the bell. The inflows actually started to pick up, and it jumped nearly 10 to 20% plus within minutes, pulled back down within that consolidation, found support again, inflows crossed for a second time with strength, 42 vision was filled with strength, that bull indicator was still in play, and it went for a highest point of 30% plus, guys. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So here we are with Bbby, Bed Bath & Beyond Inc. continuing the run as I stated earlier in the video, consolidating within this area, and we need to talk about the key levels of support and resistance and what the 42 vision inflow versus outflow indicators are showing. I'm going to pull up the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. Slots are now open. For those interested, the link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators and getting connected to the inflow versus outflow. So here we are with Bbby, Bed Bath & Beyond Inc. It's been under a bull indicator since way back here on September 7th. It hit a dip area, started to transition, did a complete transition from the dip to the rip, and then just continues to have full strength here, which is bright green. That is extreme strength, staying above the midpoint as well throughout this whole entire volatility. You could see those inflows cross. It's been above all this time, and there's something very interesting going on here. It has actually crossed today, and it's trying to find support there, and as the stock is going up, it still hasn't actually popped up on the 30-minute, but if we go into the volatility here on the 15-minute, it crossed back over here, right? As it was going back up and transitioning just got a bull indicator here, but we need to talk about what's going on in the bigger time frames. The 30-minute is below, and we need to see what's going on here because this has been a strong move from this bull indicator on the 7th all the way until today. It's literally gone up from $6 to highs up here of $9 and some change, nearly 50% plus. And those inflows, since they cross and they've stayed above throughout the volatility, the stock just continued to go higher and higher with strength. Now, this is the first time that we crossed back down, but interesting enough, this bull indicator is still dominating over the chart. No bear indicator just yet, and this is where supports and resistance will matter. So right now on the 30-minute, it's trying to hold itself back up, not going any lower, really close to the midpoint, but it needs to cross back up for this move to have any real strength and possibly even break through the resistance of 936. That is going to be very important. Now, if it stays below it, we need to watch carefully how it does if it actually starts to pull back, and if a bear indicator pops up in the process to cancel this bull indicator, and if we retest the support down here of 868 and most importantly $8.50. That is very important. Now, the stock has had trouble breaking through 950. We definitely want to see that, and if this crosses back up, this could be the setup right here for the next bull run, as I like to call it, right? So we need to see what's going on in the bigger picture here. Let's go ahead and zoom out. If you go to the 1 hour, it's been under a bull indicator. Those inflows cross, and today's the first day that outflows began to go from green to red, but we're still above that midpoint. I'm going to be watching that very closely here as this continues to play out. Going into tomorrow, the stock is pushing up. There's a hidden divergence right now, and one of them is going to be more dominant than the other, especially if we break through resistance or we break through support. We're still above the midpoint though. If this stays red and gets closer to it or crosses it, then it could affect this chart significantly, and this bull indicator could eventually get canceled by a bear indicator. That's what I'm watching for. But if we stay above it and this switches back from red to green, it's going to be very strong move here that it could possibly break out above that resistance and start trying to test $10. Not guaranteed, but that's what I'm watching here in the inflow versus outflow. We're still under bull indicators here. And then the other part that's very interesting here that started off on Friday is we crossed the inflows on the 8th, right? We're doing a transition from a dip area on the 4 hour going into red with green borders. We hit dark green. We got a bull indicator, and we're missing the bright green bars. Now, I stated this on Friday. It's not guaranteed to happen, right? And things could start to turn around from here back to the downside. But to complete a transition based off 42 vision, that is the one part that we're missing, which is extreme strength, and it still hasn't popped up on the 4 hour. And we're right now above the midpoint. We're still green, and we have a bull indicator as the stock continues to push up higher. So I'm going to be watching the 4 hour. If it switches from green to red, even if it doesn't cross the midpoint, it could start trying to pull it back down, and it could start to reflect in the chart. Super important to keep that in mind. On the 1 hour, we definitely want to stay above and not go from red even lower. If not, go from red and green and turn back up. Stay above that midpoint. Retest the resistance up here of 938. Go towards 950 and hopefully break through it. And on the 30-minute, get back above. Right now we are below. That could signify further weakness on the bigger picture and roll over into the 1 hour and the 4 hour. And also it makes the likelihood of this bull indicator getting canceled much higher. So I'm going to be watching, is a bear indicator going to pop up? Are we going to retest the support down here? Or are we bouncing off of this and getting ready to go higher, right? Super important. Now, in the volatility, as I showed you guys on the 5-minute, you could see we crossed back over as well here at around 884. We're pulling back down right now, and we're slightly above it. And then on the 15-minute, as I showed you guys before, it got a bull indicator, and we crossed those inflows back here towards 885, and it's been pushing up higher. And here we are closer to 926, rejecting back down, and we want to see this stay above the midpoint as it is right now and not come back to retest it and roll that over into the 30-minute, so things could start picking up with further strength. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.